Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Bersama saya Najib Arif dan ini Buletin Awani. Kita mulakan perkembangan yang pertama berkaitan dengan prestasi sektor minyak dan gas. Malam kita tahu Petronas mengumumkan prestasi kewangan suku keduanya yang mencatatkan kerugian 21 bilion ringgit dan kita melihat kepada bagaimanakah dalam keadaan cabaran semasa sektor minyak dan gas ini, bagaimana Petronas sebenarnya berdepan dan juga mempunyai daya tahan yang lebih tinggi berbanding dengan syarikat-syarikat minyak dan gas utama yang lain. Saya nak bersama dengan Shan Said yang merupakan Ketua Pakar Ekonomi IQI. Shan, thank you so much for joining us. Shan, most of the major oil companies have cut their capital expenditure or capex, including downsizing their workforce. As for Petronas, the company recorded 21 billion loss in the second quarter and made commitment to not reducing manpower and also focusing on the salary cut. Does this mean Petronas resilient during a difficult time?
Absolutely, Najib. What Petronas has done is in line with market forces because they know the outlook for energy market is still very positive. If you see the energy market this year, price war started on 10th March. And on 20th April, the prices were trading in negative. So obviously the first and second quarter has been quite volatile. But since 20th April onwards, if you see, by 5th June, oil was already trading at $42 per barrel. And as of now, it is still meandering around 44 to 46. What at IQI we have got the market intelligence report. This year, the oil prices will be trading by year end between $45 to $55 per barrel. Some people are saying, can we draw parallels with 2016? No, absolutely not, because in 2016 there was no COVID. But at that time, the energy companies were panicking and they cut their capex at that time, they lay off people and then they rehired the same people that they laid off. This time around, I think companies that are smart enough, they understand the energy market will be able to recover because the premise is very simple. Shale gas companies can't take the pressure of $40 or $45 per barrel. Their break even is between 48 and 54. So obviously the demand will go up from the US side. China is back in the market. So the energy demand is coming from ASEAN and Asia, and China is leading from the front. So I think what Petronas has done, yes, it is understandable. They have, in the short run, they have suffered the loss. But in the long run, I think Petronas will be able to recover, and by fourth quarter, they will be able to make their comeback.
Shan, some of the factors that will propel the oil price further up is how well we manage to contain the spread of the COVID-19, especially in developing the vaccine. We've seen some of the countries have embarked on a clinical trial of the vaccine. Will this be a good catalyst for the oil price?
I think it's too premature to say. It was expected that by Q3 the vaccine will be out, but at this point of time it is not certain. Hopefully, I think what the market is saying by Q4 this year or by Q1 next year, the vaccine should be available. And once the vaccine is available, it will create some room and it will give some relief to those economies which are doing very badly because of this COVID, because the economies are down. So I think hopefully everyone is hopeful that the vaccine should be out by Q4 or Q1 next year, and that will revive the global economy. But at this point of time, it's quite premature to say when the exact time of this medicine coming into the market.
What is the next worst case scenario for the oil and gas sector, given that if we did not manage to develop a good vaccine in the market?
I think the market will continue to remain slow because a lot of economies are not having the economic confidence, and aggregate demand is still very subdued. So if aggregate demand is subdued, people are being laid off, so you don't have inflation. You have deflation, and deflation is more serious than price inflation. So I see the oil prices will remain stable, and they should meander around $40 to $45 per barrel in Q3. And by Q4, I expect oil prices to go higher because winters are coming in Europe and US and China, and during winters the demand will go up. Economies are started to opening up, especially in Asia. And the good part is that LNG demand is going up. And as you know, Petronas is quite strong in the LNG market. They have been exploring various markets and they have been able to capture some market. So now it's all about the market share. And Petronas being very strong in Asia Pacific, they will be able to create the niche. So LNG is the future. Asia is driving the demand. So So I'm hopeful that the energy demand will come back, and by Q2 we are expecting next year the demand for oil will touch 100 million barrels per day. As of today, it is meandering around 75 to 80 million barrels per day globally.
Alright, Syah, thank you so much for joining us at this time. Tadi Shan Said, Ketua Pakar Ekonomi daripada IQI, bincangkan tentang prestasi kewangan Petronas yang diumumkan pada semalam.